Okay, next up. Grover needs a fertilizer from the Grode Valley Orchard in Gray County. Huh. This pile of cinder blocks is the area's only masonry of note. A fretful-looking young lady sits behind a fruit stand. Hi, I'm Maggie. Welcome to the Grode Valley Orchard, I guess. Hi, I'm Slime. You seem to have kind of a worm problem. Yeah, I'm pretty conflicted about it. On one hand, I'm an anti-capitalist. On the other hand, those worms are really bad for business. Yeah, that's a tough one. Maggie sighed and tapped her fingers on the counter. You said you're an anti-capitalist? Yeah, I guess. You don't sound particularly enthused. Well, it's not a very good year for that field of counterculture. The Wobblies had a huge schism 4 years ago. Anarchism is super unpopular right now, and I'm almost 40 years too early to be a hippie. I guess if I hold out for 25 years or so, I can be a beatnik, but I don't really like poetry that doesn't rhyme. Gosh, that's rough. You have any spare fertilizer? What do you need fertilizer for? Well, it's not for me, it's for a guy I know. You don't have to be cagey about it, it's just fertilizer. It's not drugs or pornography or anything. What? No, honestly, it's for someone else. Uh-huh. Well, I do have plenty. I could give you some in exchange for helping out with those worms. I kind of figured that would be the deal, yeah. Okay, I'll do it. Great, I'll unlock the basement. The worms tunneled into it, so you guys should be able to follow the tunnels to their nest. Your produce stand has a basement? Doesn't even have a roof. The guy who built it was really into basements. Roofs, not so much. I didn't have the heart to insist. I see. Where is it? Behind this pile of cinder blocks. Help me move them out of the way so you can see it. Move the blocks. Do you shift the pile of cinder blocks, and Maggie unlocks a trapdoor. There you go. By the way, watch out for Maraschino down there. Who's Maraschino? Our cat. She's our last line of defense against the worms. Also kind of our first line. Not very effective. It's hard to explain communal labor practices to a cat. Get to worming. Can I buy some cherries? It's not cherry season. When's cherry season? Who's to say? What season is it now even? I think it's canonically October? Definitely not cherry season then. Oops, I want to go back up. Somebody's attached a very small, very bad house to this truck. Go inside. No way. There's no way that a house contains anything of any use to a non-hippie. Ooh, last cherries of the season. Pick them. You pick the cherry, but they immediately dissolve into a spooky mist. Ah! It's actually not all that scary. You collect the mist. Bunch of bags of fertilizer. More than anyone could use in a lifetime, assuming they only need a bag every 4 or 5 years. You heave a massive bag onto your shoulder and effortlessly... That's a typo there. Effortlessly stuff it into your pocket. Technically, you aren't entitled to this until after you finish dealing with the worms, but I guess I can't stop you any more than Maggie can. You got an item. 240 pounds of fertilizer. Now you might be asking, why would anybody need 240 pounds of fertilizer? Don't worry your pretty little head, baby. Whatever this machine does isn't doing it right now. Take a look. This machine appears to be missing a part, a worm gear by the look of things. Someone left an old toolbox down here. Unless maybe they left it a long time ago when it was new. You got a chunk of lead and spray on asbestos. This tunnel is clogged with some nasty smelling grode worm offal. Collect some. You scrape out the parts that smell the strongest. Enjoy! This glob of nasty smelling worm pheromone will surely communicate something. You smell like horrible things you've been touching. Maybe you should try touching some less horrible things. You already got the best worst of it though. Ow. A lithe enough splunker could squeeze through this opening. That's me. Oh, is there anything here? No. Aha, we bypassed the worms. You managed to get past these grode worms. Best leave them be for now. Okay, this does not go around them. Bunch of Grodones are in your way. Deploy secretions! Whee! Ah, sloppy little pile of worm egg casings. Mess with them. Oh, I got another secretion. Yet more growed worms block your progress. This hole is lubricated with worm goo. It will be the work of a moment to plunge through it. You're not sure what this is, but it reeks of worm flesh. Reach in. You plunge your arm into the foulness and emerge with some nasty goo. You got past those growed worms. Leave them be for now. Large group of growed worms are in your way. Do the goo! Hooray! Goo for everyone! This is a distressingly large bore wormhole. Go through it. Wait, what did it just say? Growed Valley Orchard Motherworm's Chamber. Oh, hold on, I saw some shiny. There's a shiny metal thing in this pile of rocks. Grab it. It's a gear, a worm gear. How apropos. They call it a worm gear because it's really unpleasant to get one stuck in your head. Oh geez, this is a very large worm. Even I wasn't expecting it to be this big. Maybe if we go back and put that worm gear in, maybe it'll do something. Install the part. Worm gear. Hey, there's a cat here. This machine is busily producing low-frequency thumps. This must be Maraschino. Pet her. You reach out to pet Maraschino, but she wrinkles her nose and recoils. She must not like the horrible worm stench you've acquired. Gotta go find a sink. Geez, that's a real big wormhole. Watch your step. A massive pile of cast-off worm skin. Dig through it. This is awful. You got worm pellet. That's the little sack formed from around some undigestible material. What's it made of, though? You slice open the worm pellet and empty its contents into your hand. You got old wallet. Leather wallet worn thin from being years of being sat on. You got beeswax ring. Renders you immune to poison. Ooh. Screwdriver. Muscle plus 6 damage and causes bleeding. Looted. You rifle through the wallet, there's nothing interesting in it. Unless if you're interested in a bunch of meat. Ooh, hobo coat. The code reads, riches below. You dig through a pile of rocks and claim the aforementioned riches for yourself. I'm not sure if this is enough silver bars to count as a trove, but it's at least a heap. Maggie smiles and taps her fingers rhythmically on the counter. You dealt with the worms. I noticed. Help you sell the fertilizer down if you didn't already. Here, let me throw in a little bonus. We experimented with preserving our cherries in jars, but nobody bought them. Probably because nobody wanted 5 gallons of them all at once. You got an item. 5-gallon jar of maraschino cherries. This is slightly more maraschino cherries than were recently found in Lennon's colon. Take it to the speakeasy. Huh. Maraschino cherries? Yep, we named them after the cat. Thanks. You know, it's a little weird that we got through this whole deal without ever referencing the Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov. Yeah, I guess. I never read it though. Yeah, me neither. Okay, well let's do a 4 compound first then. Huh. That's not supposed to happen. Rows and rows of soybeans, far as the eye can see. A tumultuous beanstorm is preventing access to this bunkhouse. You should find somebody who knows more about beans than you, then ask him how to deal with this. Ah, if only we knew some bean wizards from west of Loathing. Festering pile of decomposing soybeans. Oh boy! Whatever this building was, it isn't one anymore. There's a fence there's a fence preventing you from going that way. You can't see it, but it's definitely there. It's a laboratory workbench. Hello? Is someone there? Oh hey, a person! Yep, that's me. Please, you gotta get us out of here. We've been trapped for ages with nothing to eat but beans! Wow, okay, where's the key? Actually, we welded the lock shut so the bean monsters couldn't get us. You'll need a Jenkins head screwdriver to take the hinges off. What kind of screwdriver? Jenkins. It's sort of an X shape. One of our mechanics invented it. He just got the patent this year. Wow, nice. Yeah, some guy in Oregon named Philip was super mad. Anyway, there should be one in the bunkhouse. Okay, I'll go look. Where's the bunkhouse? Ah, this is the bunkhouse. I will get back to this one. God, who knows anything about beans? This has been so long, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Beans. Maybe one of the hobos? Hobos are usually a good source of beans, right? Hey there, good to see you again. You know anything about bean magic? You guess on account of my name? Well, that and the fact that you mentioned cooking beans. Yeah, I did a bit of bean slinging back in the day. There's no money since the dang whistles got everywhere. Whistles? Some company went and put up plastic whistles in their cereal boxes for the kiddies, you know? But the noise the dang thing makes is the exact noise that makes bean magic go flooey. Now they're everywhere. Found one in that junkyard, in fact. Here, you take it. Wash out before using it. You got an item. 5700 Hertz whistle. 5700 Hertz, the frequency at which the beans stop working. Neat. How convenient. Alright, beans, your time is up. Dispel the beans. You blow the whistle and the beanstorm goes poof in an instant. Maybe the screwdriver is under the rug? No luck. Maybe the screwdriver is hidden inside these disgusting dirty boots. Search. Nope. Darn. Perhaps the screwdriver is under one of these pillows. Nope, no screwdriver here. Perhaps the screwdriver is stashed inside one of these mattresses. Nope. Darn. Maybe the screwdriver is under this chair. No luck. Maybe somebody dropped a screwdriver in the sink. Nope. Maybe the screwdriver is under the rug? Nope, nada. Maybe the screwdriver is hidden inside this broken soda machine. Nope, zilch. Maybe the screwdriver is somewhere among the junk on this messy table. No luck. Maybe this chair fell over because the screwdriver was on it and made it too top heavy. Nope. Maybe the screwdriver is hidden in one of these blankets. No luck. Perhaps the screwdriver is taped to the underside of the top bunk. Ha! But it actually was there. Instead of being a flat like a normal screwdriver, this one has an X-shaped profile. Weird. Some hobo code is carved to the wall above the bed. Translated. The code reads Footlocker Combo 02496. Curious. An empty, ratty old toolbox. You got Hat's Lucky Satchel, 50% to meat drops. This satchel has the name Hat embroidered on the side. Remove the door. You unscrew the hinges and pull the door out of its frame. A truly unexpected number of employees flood out the break room and run away. One of them waves and gives you a thumbs up on his way out of the building. The room smells about how you'd expect after a bunch of people have been trapped for days with nothing to eat but beans, so you prop the door back up over the entryway as a sort of cork. Okay, cool. Nothing's in the break room anymore. Nobody's in the break room anymore. Search it. You take a deep breath and search the break room as fast as you can. You got beans. Beans. And bean. Wait, I still need to go past them. Oh wait, some kind of bean monsters are blocking your path. Banish them. You blow the whistle and the bean creatures burst into a beanie mist. This plaque is for the factory's 1909 Employee of the Year. That's me. No, it isn't. You were 6 years old. Even the suspension of disbelief has its limits. More bean monsters. Whatever the Ford company was trying to do, it doesn't seem to have gone normally. You blow the whistle and the bean creatures disintegrate in front of your eyes. This must have been a floor manager's desk. Search it. Among the old paperwork and paper clips and paper third things, you find a small brass key, or the factory key. A small brass key that looks like it would go into a tackle box or a filing cabinet, something like that. A filing cabinet, which is locked. Unlock it. You unlock the filing cabinet with a little key you found in the desk. That must be the easiest puzzle in any adventure game ever. Search it. You flip through the folders. It looks like they're employee records, but each one has been sealed in its own envelope. I don't know where this is going. They must take employee privacy real seriously around here. Nothing weird or interesting catches your eye. Look for my file. What do you mean your file? No, look, you never worked here. Sure I did. You did not. Stop that. Found it. Slime green, see? You got an item. Ford employee records envelope. A sealed employee records envelope from an old Ford factory compound, which inexplicably has your name on it. What the hell? How are you doing that? I just worked a lot of places. It's no big deal. Even the narrator is confused. Now will you believe me that I'm the employee of the year when I was 6 years old? Oh no, the suspension of disbelief has its limits. Look out, a whole stew of bean monsters. Or slew, not stew. It seems to be the final group. You blow the whistle and the final group of bean monstrosities pop out of existence. I'm pretty sure a pacifist only run is possible. Just that, that's not what I'm doing. Ooh, Mysticality plus 6 sleaze damage, reduce target stat by 1. This is either a pile of petrified beans or a statue of a pile of beans. Some kind of complicated gizmo that might be an engine? Take it. This is the only engine-like thing you've seen here. It's a reasonable gamble and this is what Farina's looking for. This engine's been souped up. Wait, sorry, that's a typo. This engine is being souped up. Okay, now we've done Molros' house. As you head to the backyard, you hear a voice from behind you. Stop! The area is off limits to civilians! Huh, better go see what that's all about. Notice a repossession from a bank. They were apparently already taking the mailbox. A strange-looking telescope. A worried man, an astronomer perhaps, stands beside a weird telescope. Say hello. Best not tear your civilian. Be careful for your safety. Before you lies a horror house. You're performing. Are you saying you are a horror house? Honestly, you shouldn't need a surveyor's training to see that I am neither a horror nor a house. What's a horror house? A surveyor's term, forgive me. A horror house is like a haunted house, only real. Haunted houses are real. In all my life, I never surveyed one. You'll just have to trust me on this one. What makes this a horror house? That house there belonged to a farming family, the Molros clan. I should say belong because they vanished, and I should have also said doesn't belong because that house belongs to the bank. I speak of Jessup and Paddington National, who have commissioned me to assess the value of the house for resale at auction. What's the problem with this house? I'd say the problems with this house began with a meteor from outer space smashed through the roof. That's why the mole rats left? It's Molros, but no, not at first. 3 months later, the Molros clan fled by night and, I presume, by car. They ran off with no regard for the mortgage. Can you imagine? So heartless to care so little for a bank's bottom line like that. Thus, I was thus sent to assess the value of the Molros property for the bank. Only I'm spooked. You know Osculus of Barnhill? No, I don't believe I've surveyed her. What's stopping you surveying the house? He shudders. Listen, I've entered the surveyor's seminary to avoid the horrors of war, and with here they are right on my doorstep. Which is that literal doorstep. I surveyed every city of this great land and never have I been seeing things so frightening and mixed up as the abnormalities in that house. I make no sense of it. What abnormalities? Just, you know, things. Mix up things. Can you be more specific? No, I don't know how to describe it. Why don't I take a look? I don't think you have the eyes of a surveyor. No, but on the other hand... No, wait. I do. I keep them in the jar. Haha. I don't think that's the appropriate subject matter for humor. I apologize. Apology accepted. I still don't think you have the eyes of a surveyor, though. No, but on the other hand, I'm not too scared to go into a house. I guess it wouldn't do any harm to me. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you the house key, and if somehow you can fix whatever's going on enough for me to carry out my work, you can have 10% of whatever my valuation appears to be. Fair? How much are we talking about? What do you mean? How much is a house worth? Why don't you tell me how much you think a house is worth, and we'll go from there. 1 million meat. 1 million? No! That's ridiculous. Don't you ever pay 1 million anything for the house. If I'm right, the house is worth 5,000 meat, which will be a fee of 500 for you. What do you say? Sure, I'll take a look at the house. Grand stuff. But good luck, and for your own safety, don't look too closely at anything. You're not a trained surveyor. What do you think happened to the Moros family? That's not for me to survey. Between you, me, and this Theodolite, something strange must have transpired. This was a highly profitable farm. What kind of name is Moros? I think it's foreign. What country? I don't know. Haven't surveyed abroad. How did the Moros family vanish? Can't say. Wasn't there to survey it. Sounds like a fun time. Hey, a stack of something. Search it. There it is. You got a noodle. The proverbial noodle in a haystack. The bank probably wants to repossess the hay in the stack. If they had their way, banks would probably take a bailout of everyone's stacks. As you head to the backyard, a surveyor speaks up from there. Sorry, it's against the surveyor code to enter a backyard without permission. You need to go through the front door. That's ridiculous! I don't make the rules, I'm just a stickler for them. Boxes are empty, but the bank wants them just the same. The bank is likely to repossess the well's rope. It's probably working on the rest. Shadow rope? I have a shadow rope? Well, what happens if I use it? Screw it, use it. Working well, rope and all. Ow. Ah! What in the world, where am I? A bunch of boards haphazardly covering this window. Pry the boards off. Ah! Okay, let's not do that for now. Surveyor Theodolite stands ready to measure the angles of the house. There's a bug on the lens. Appraise it. Who's to say the value of a bug? Me, I can say. What is the value of this bug? 1 million meat. Oops, added an extra 0. The bug is thus surveyed and appraised. I value the bug in your Theodolite hands at what? 1 million meat. I hope you don't think I'm giving you 10% of that. That wasn't the deal. Cute little entryway. It's a door. It's adorable. You unlock the front door and toss the key back to the surveyor. What in the world? Bronze plaque on the table is inscribed Mail Ross. In the top drawer, you find a large stack of orders for the Mole Ross produce, impaled on a spike, and a collection of handwritten letters inquiring if the house is for sale, also impaled on a spike. Open the bottom drawer. Note on the nabby Mole Ross to order more spikes for a meal. We're not supposed to cry over spilled milk. The spilled chowder is another thing entirely. Okay, let's just go in the well. See what happens. That's quite the hole. Huh. Okay, I can't do anything else there, so I guess I'm going into a house. Ah! It's a bank's house, the bank can't do the dishes. Ah! Ow! Okay, well, might as well paint this fence. These wormholes made it to the real dog's dinner or the dog's dinner. Empty. Perhaps a dog has been sent to live at a bank upstate. hut that a pig is in. Say hello. Hello, sir. Snarf. Didn't I see you in my hunter's dream? Snarf. Ah, I got permission to enter the backyard, I see. You've been inside and lived to tell tales. Save in there? What have you served? I'll serve you later. Now I need to go back in. Quite a fine piece of furniture. The farm must have been doing well before its ruination by meteor and subsequent abandonment. It's an ear of corn, and the full corn man must be enormous. Each of us is but a chess piece on a board, if you think about it. Yes, and which are you? The chessboard itself! The game nears its end, but it is not over, and the fate of the very chessboard is yet to be written. The only light working in the room. The other bulbs must have vanished with the mole rosses. Huh. Light makes it not crazy. Well, lack of light. Maybe I shouldn't have undid those boards then. An odd location and even odder rotation for a refrigerator. Search the fridge. You got gallon jug of bitters. Only thing left in the refrigerator is a massive jug of bitters. Bitters don't really need to be kept cold, so it's lucky this refrigerator is not working. Oh! Ow! Oh, hold on. There was something. Is the distortion getting larger the more I stare at it? It might be. The wormhole swallows all light in the room. Break the light. Nope. So that one just sent me out to the front of the house. What about this one? This just sent me back here. Oof. Ow. Pain. Ah. The kitchen might be convenient to have a... Though it might be convenient to have a shortcut to the kitchen, taking it has ruined your appetite. Curiously colossal cabbages, grotesquely giant garlic, and an enormous egg. Oof. Looking at the back of the house, the fourth wall you might say, you can see that it's broken. You can see signs of where a big gash has been covered over with a new siding. So this leads back here. Telegraph machine is upside down. Could be an Australian model. Check the messages. There's a new telegram. Amon, do not abandon house. Stop, stay on the property ladder. Stop this indirect order from your papa. Stop this direct order, aka the main Molros. Stay on the property ladder. Direct order from your papa. The main, do not abandon house. Oops, there was a hole in the wall. Throw a rock. I don't think that did anything. Or did it? It did. It did something. So I have to throw it... Well, this is very confusing. There's a name sewn on the knapsack. Little Honus Moros. Open it. Inside is a straw doll, ballooned to enormous proportions. Take it. It's too large to extract from the knapsack. So if I go back in here, is it still the... Yep, it's still the kitchen. Where'd you go, Moros family? Despite the disarray, this really is a magnificent foyer, designed, if you're not mistaken, in the style of architect David S. Foyer. A used sheet of mail paper is tucked under the telephone. Read it. Someone has written the name and telephone number to the local dog pound, but someone else has crossed that and put the last part and put out dad pound. Use the telephone. Would you like the telephone? Dog pound. The receiver falls apart in your hand, and with it, your hopes of speaking to a dog pound. Probably isn't a good value. This probably isn't good for the value of the house. Dang. A ladder just out of reach. They say one's reach should exceed one's grasp, but that's not helpful advice when it comes to ladders. Grab it. Dang. Dang. The ladder's just too high up. Perhaps if you double jump, but no. No, it's never been done. It can't be done. Double jump. Terrific! The vibrations caused by your double landing have loosened the ladder from its restraints. Climb it. The Moros was left in such a hurry they forgot their large collection of attic plates. The note is pinned directly above the crate, bringing it to the attention of anyone using the crate. Read the note. Gardener, after your chores today, lock the bathroom door and melt down the key in the kitchen. It is unconscionable to me that any man but a Moros should call this glorious house his home. Yellowed newspaper tells the story of the Moros family. And what story is that? 3 months ago, a meteorite struck this farmhouse, at which resided Amon and Nabby Moros, their sons Gardner and Little Honus, and a family dog Clifford. The Moros' business greatly prospered immediately following this episode. Ah! Ah! Ow. All the desk drawers disappeared along with the Moroses. All the drawers, but one. You find some spare me in what appears to be an unfinished letter to a men's magazine. Read it. Dear editors, I write to inquire what advice you possess on maintaining a healthy marriage when the dog is too big. Our dog is becoming larger by the day, which may require us to relinquish the marital bedroom so that the hound might have a home appropriate to his size. My wife considered this suggestion to be very strange and bad. It ends there. The music box plays a plaintive tune. Take it. You got a music box and suddenly it stopped playing. Spooky. Spooky music box from a spooky house. It's a big mirror. Take a look at yourself. The rope prevents access to the armoire's comfortable drawers. Untie the rope. You got length of rope. Now, what contraband could a farm boy have been hiding in the most secret places of an armoire? Search it. Aha! Farm boy to whom the armoire belongs to has used a top drawer to stash his most shameful possessions. Magazines on urban planning. Read them. The magazines make fascinating reading. You'll never plan a city the same way again. Oh, so that's where I go. Door is locked. Look for the key. Look for a key in the door? Yes, the key's not in the door. At least now you know that for certain. The investigation continues. The dragnet is tightening. Quite an unusual bed frame arrangement. This must be a meteorite, the source of all this wormhole trouble. Best not get too close. You don't have the time to get caught up in an infinite loop of falling between two wormholes. Grab it. The sheer suction generated by this perpetual wormhole loop would rip your hand off in a second. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't? I'm strong. You gained hand injury. You were right. The hand was not literally ripped off, just maimed. Consider it a moral victory, although you still don't have the meteorite. Throw a rock at it. There's a rock in there now too. Shoot it with a gun. Grab the rock. The sheer suction generated by the perpetual wormhole loop already seared your hand once, and you don't need another rock. Okay, but do it though. You reach out to grab the rock and get a nasty gash. Oh well, worth a try. This must be your remaining interior damage from the meteor strike. It's... You got any key in that pod? Casting your flashlight around the contours of the stuck pig, you spy something shiny in the obscure depths of the cast iron pot. Maybe that's a key? Now, how to remove a pig from a pot? Just throw the pig out. The pig absolutely hoots and hollers as you hoist his pot over your head and tip it upside down. The pig drops from the pot but lands on all fours, as pigs will do after a fall from any height. You also shake the key from the pot, which you pocket, but the pig has scurried away into the cornfield as well as beyond pocketing range. You got Burned Molros Key. A burned key spared from total annihilation by the grace of a pig in a pot. That'll do, pig. Unlock it. Brand new bathtub. No Molros ever got the chance to use it. Let's not use it. Last time we used something, it broke something. Splashing water on your face. Ah, toilet. Now this child gets to bed with a pillow. Bookcase contain 1 copy of Marcus Aurelius and 39 more copies of Marcus Aurelius. You're surprised the bookcase hasn't been pulled into the wormhole next to it. Where would it end up? There's a letter taped to the desk. From the desk of Little Honus. If you are the outer spaceman who blessed his family with the meteor present, please know that we did not abandon it lightly. We will forever be grateful for the gift of your abundance, good spaceman. But as our crops have grown, so too has our dog Clifford. He's too large even for the house, and so we have decided as a family to find a new and bigger home. I hope you understand. I also hope you could send a letter for me that I did not have time to take to the post office. I have left it in my pillow. Thank you, spaceman. Best wishes, Little Honus. You got Molros letter. Luckily there's only 1 pillow to search or you'd be here all day. Letter from Little Honus Molros, of the Molros Place, addressed to Mary Playas, of the Playas Place. From the bed of Little Honus. Dear Mary, as I warned might happen at our last cornfield rendezvous, Clifford has finally become too big for the house. Rather than surrender him to the pound, we are all going to live in the ocean. Therefore we must pause our friendship. I know it is not the first time you have heard this excuse from a suitor. I hope this does not damage your capacity for trust. I have asked an outer spaceman to deliver you this letter. If he gives you any trouble, I have left weapons in my Marcus Aurelius. Yours, Little Honus. Check the books. As Little Honus implied in his letter, one of these copies of Marcus Aurelius is hollowed out and conceals a weapon. It's a huge brick. It appears that the books are hollowed out and contain huge bricks. Clear out the bricks. You remove the bricks from the books. Nice. This box appears to be an arcane script, incredibly eldritch in origin. Oh wait, no, it's just upside down. If you ever wanted to see what you look like with the tip of a stalagmite on your chin, this is your chance. Thankfully, this toilet only has the normal kinds of holes toilets usually have. Flush it. Hooray! This bookcase is blocking the light from the window behind it. Ah, the Molroses have a day stand. A day stand has all the strengths of a nightstand and none of its weaknesses. Search it. Little loose change and a smattering of business cards. Read it. Robert F. Cameron, agent. Best rates for house. Read another. Toby Goose, broker. Sell your property today. Read one more. Herbert Who, no fancy real estate agent, just a common sense man. Abandon your house. Relatively sparking. It's a beautiful day outside. Close the shutters. Shuttered shutters. Oh hey, that worked! At rest, finally. Take the meteorite. You gingerly pick up the piece of space debris and keep it carefully in the darkest part of your inventory. You got the Molros meteorite. This little chunk of space rock brims with paranormal potential, opens a wormhole above an enemy and under an anvil somewhere, dealing twice your muscle and physical damage. The Molros place, tiny hallway. Book on soil acoustics. Huh. Moros' house is actually very tiny. Or, no? Well, use it anyway. Not so fast. New bathtubs are like store-bought clothes. They should be washed before they're used. Well, wash it then. With what? Even larger bathtub that you can deliver new in itself unwashed? It's impossible. You need an even larger series of bathtubs. Oh, really? It's called It's called Bat's Paradox. Who? Roland Batts, the philosopher? He's only 13, but it's already some interesting ideas about bats and tubs. Use a bathtub. But the paradox! Use a bathtub. Huh. That's not good for the house's value. The toilet is so broken that it's been disconnected from the plumbing. This supply closet is still empty. Oh, hold on. Damn it. I didn't read the first time. There's a little money stuck to the bottom of the pot. Take it. Hello. Huh. What a strange choice to put this bathroom on the ground floor. Should it be next to the primary bathroom? Strange indeed. Hello again. Hope you surveyed reason and are here to accept my offer. I found your problem. In seminary we don't believe in problems, only opportunities, but go on. I had the meteorite, the wormholes are gone. Joyous news! Now the real work can begin. If you can spare the time, I'll be back in a mere moment with my evaluation. I can only tell you the layout of the house is very bad. He chuckles. Really? Do you think so? Let me be the judge of that. I think I know little something about surveying. No problem. I'll wait. Weep, ski, herp. The sound of surveying filled the air. And then? My goodness! I was right about this being a horror house, but not in the way I first thought. Kitchen on the upper floor with the dining room downstairs, sandwiched between a bathroom and a bedroom. The living room adjacent to the primary bedroom and both connected by a narrow hallway that requires you to pass through a bathroom. Civilian, this aesthetic is the most extreme disorder. The house is rotten at its core. I would have valued it at 2,000 meat, but the telephone is inoperable, so let's knock that down to 1,990. So that means 199 meat for you as per our deal. The layout is actually better with the wormholes. How so? All the bathrooms are upstairs, I should expect. You're right. I remember that from my initial inspection. Look, with a sensible layout, the house could easily go for 5,000 meat. I think buyers will put up with nauseating holes in the fabric of reality, but not having to walk through a bathroom to their dining room. But you couldn't be in the same room as those wormholes. I don't live in houses, I survey them. Where do you live then? In seminary, it's less of a house and more of a nest, all the better to afford us the bird's eye view. The house could sell for 5,500 meat. Let's say 5,700. Okay. Good. Of course, I'll need a meteorite to restore the house to order. I didn't break the telephone. He raises an eyebrow. That's funny. I only said the telephone was inoperable. How would you know it was broken? Those are basically the same thing. Fair enough. Oskaloosa needs a meteorite. We'll go with your first offer. That might be the most money any of us will see out of this house. If I think the bank will flip it into a quarry. But it's been a pleasure to do business with you. I hope I'll survey you in the future.